Relax yourself. And Mrs. Manchi was like, don't tell me to relax myself, I'm not a child, don't tell me to relax yourself myself. And Omili was like, relax yourself, go, relax yourself, go. Really, she asked the question. How is that clout chasing? Hi guys, Julinye here. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's me, your girl Julinye, and I'm here with another video. If you just seen this video for the first time, thank you guys for stopping by, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel to join the family. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. So we're talking about the Mommy's Club season 1 episode 6. Yes, the drama we've all been waiting for is here. Today's episode was just back-to-back drama. The fight between Nunu and Omwili and Her Majesty, the fight between Her Majesty and Ratili, the fight between Miss Manchit and Omwili. It's a lot. So yes, let's get straight into the video. Episode 6 continued from the last part of episode 5 when Her Majesty, when Mrs. Mop told Her Majesty what Ratili had said. They talked about that. Her Majesty, that's Happy, explained to Mrs. Mop that she knew the guy since she was 19. The guy was her first love, and the guy actually proposed to her, but she didn't accept, and then she lied to him that her first child is not the owner of her first child, or is not the baby daddy of the first child. Do you understand? Then the next scene showed when Nunu and Teho decided to go to shopping for Her Majesty. They wanted to give her like a wedding gifts box thing, which they did, and then they got her some sexy lingerie. I think it was red. Yes, they got her a red lingerie in a box. And moving on to the next was where Omili actually invited the ladies for like a wine tasting thing. Omili and Mrs. Mop, they both organized the whole thing. This is where the drama started, you guys. This is where the drama started. Everyone arrived at the event, and Mrs. Her Majesty actually came in with one beautiful shining dress. And then as she was about sitting, Nunu decided to, like, you know, feel the outfit or like touch the outfit, and Her Majesty was like, no, don't touch it. That was actually funny. I think she was actually prepared for them, because obviously everyone have been talking shit about her and her engagement and her family and stuff like that. So I feel she have every right to react the way she reacted. And then she explained to the ladies, because they talked about the wedding, they talked about the engagements again, and then she had to like explain to the ladies exactly what she told Mrs. Mop, that she has not seen the guy in 15 years, and she hasn't seen the guy in 15 years, and the guy is actually her first love, and yeah, that's that thing. Yes, so the ladies actually find it difficult for them to believe Her Majesty. In my opinion, I think because she said she hasn't spoken to the guy in 15 years, and then when you finally did speak to this guy, you went to see him, and then you guys, he proposed and you accepted. Something is fishy. I believe her, but not the whole story. She might have twisted the story and then, you know, dish it out to the ladies. But the ladies do not find it, you know. The only lady that actually, you know, really accepted the whole story was Mrs. Manchi, which she basically stated that she's happy, but there is a time for those kind of questions. You don't question someone when they're happy. Yeah, you allow them to have their moment, and then you come in with a question, which is actually, you know, adult for her to say. I really do like what she, you know, said in her confessional. And then Happy also went ahead to tell the ladies that the man has done a lot for her. He went to jail for her, he almost died for her. And then, you know, after the 15 years, when they found out that her husband is dead, right, the current one, the one that proposed to her, decided to reach out to her. And then when he did, it was like, oh no, we need to link up and stuff like that. And after 15 years, it then bring up the topic of, I know this child is my child, I need to take I need you to take a DNA test. Like, if the is ready to prove that if the baby is not his, is going to give Her Majesty 3,000. And the ladies was actually finding that difficult to believe. They find it funny. They were like, they were just, you know, side talks here and there. They did not really believe her. So that conversation went on and on. Basically, they decided to play a game. Prior to the game, Her Majesty asked the ladies what happened in Ratili's events. The ladies actually gave their opinion, saying that they were expecting something really ghetto, because they wanted to go to the hood. You know, Ratili took them to the mall, right? So Ratili was like trying to explain to them that that's the list, that's how far she could go, and she actually did her best. So Happy decided to like ask for that questions, and then Mrs. Manchi decided to tell like Happy, that's Her Majesty, what really happened and how our friend reported her to the ladies, and she wasn't Ratili actually did not find it funny, because why would you even bring it up in the table? Like, no one asked for your opinion, but you decided to talk. And yes, Mrs. Manchi said her piece, and Ratili actually did not find it funny at all. She actually dismissed the conversation. And they were talking, then they decided to play a game, that's Never Ever Ever, and questions were asked here and there. And then another question was asked. Never Ever Ever had a threesome rather, and Her Majesty drank the drink, saying it's actually a foursome, explaining to them how the whole sex thing happened. And the ladies was actually surprised. They were like, what have Her Majesty not done? Like, she actually lived her best life. She lived the life. And the one that actually the one that almost wanted to cause fights in the group was when Mrs. Mop decided to ask the question, never have I ever leaked something on social media for clout. And Her Majesty was really happy for Mrs. Mop asking the question, because she wanted to, like, you know, talk about the thing Ratili said about her, right? So everyone denied they've not leaked anything for clout. Then Her Majesty decided to bring up the topic that I heard you said that I leaked things for clout. So whenever ever leaked something for clout, she wanted to like clarify to Ratili, and Ratili was like, she don't really want to have that topic, she don't want to talk about the conversation. Yeah, Her Majesty talked pretty, like asked the question. Really, she asked the question. Her Majesty actually talked, because this madam said that I leaked something for clout. Whenever ever leaked something for clout. And in Ratili's defense, she said anything that Happy post is trending. How is that clout chasing? Because she posted something on her social media or her page doesn't mean she's actually chasing clout. Period. Like, why would you even say that? I was thinking you're gonna like defend yourself, or like, you know, talk about it. Like, the only thing you said was Her Majesty post things and it's trending. That's not clout chasing. To my understanding, that's not clout chasing. I don't know what's the definition of clout chasing. Write it down in the comment section. And then Ratili used an example of how, you know, getting married, like a proposal, as an example. And she said that you would tell people about your engagement and then you say not to tell anyone, but you literally told 20 people. I don't see how that's okay. I think I kind of understand why she calls that clout chasing, because if you don't want people to know that like that, you wouldn't really tell so many people, but you're telling this person not to tell anyone, you're telling them to tell anyone. That's actually because you had it in mind. If it's a secret here, you won't really enclose information to a whole lot of people. So I feel that's where she's actually diving into the whole cloud thing, in a sense that if she's trending, she's actually the one that leaked it, because she knew the thing was gonna trend. That's why I don't know, that's what I feel Ratili described as cloud chasing. But I don't really see the cloud chasing in it, right? But it is what it is. I'm just trying to explain to you our own definition of cloud chasing and how it's relatable to the things she did, right? So that's it. And then Homili was trying to like reason in Ratili's perspective of how it is, and she said, you know, you've always been talking about you're trending, but you still post things though, like the things you don't want people to know, you post it. And then what's this girl's name, Miss Manchi, decided to like interfere, and what's this girl's name, Omili, was like, relax yourself. And Mrs. Manchi was like, don't tell me to relax myself, I'm not a child, don't tell me to relax myself. And Omili was like, relax yourself, go, relax yourself, go. Then Nunu decided to ask the question, and she said, on behalf of South Africa, who is the father of your child? We all know where that question is going to. She actually wants to like ask Omwili, because I think nobody knows who her baby daddy is, and she wanted to know, because according to Nunu, she has been seeing it on blogs, social media, you know, all of those things. So she wanted to know, and then she used the word on behalf of South Africa, who is the father of your child. Firstly, I think Nunu don't really, you know, need to ask that kind of question. The reason why Omwili do not want to say you to the world is, I think she have a reason, you know. Do not interfere in someone's, you know, relationship or information. She have a reason from keeping the information to the world, and you should respect that. Do not come and then ask that question. Like, when you ask the question, you're gonna be thrown, like you're going to be thrown. Do you understand? So like, I don't feel any need for Nunu to ask that question. I know, yes, it's never ever or like it's a game or something, but you know, you respect is key. Respect is key. Thank you. And she got what she deserved, because Omwili did not find it funny. Okay, that's when okay, after that, Mrs. Manchi and Ratili picked up their bag and then they left, because they felt the game was getting worse and they don't really like where the game is going to. So Mrs. Manchi and Ratili picked up their bag and leave, right? And Mrs. Happy was like, I wish Ratili hadn't gone, because she wanted to like question Ratili about the whole cloud chasing thing and then, you know, attack her, but she didn't do that, because obviously Ratili has gone, right? So remaining Nunu, Mrs. Mops, Omwili and Happy. Then they started attacking Nunu. Like, why would you say that? You're actually a fan, because you're like, because Omwili, Nunu says she saw the things on blog. So Omwili was like, you are a fan for you to even say that. So you are googling me, you're checking me, you are trying to know things about me. And then I think Nunu got irritated, and then she stood up and then she said that there is nothing to Google about Omwili. She don't even know what Omwili does for a living. So Happy was actually trying to like calm Nunu down, telling Nunu to apologize, because what she said was actually wrong. And Nunu was like, you have a skeleton in your cupboard, why are you the only one that feel attacked because they asked who the baby daddy is? And Omwili went on to like, you know, started, don't say that about that, why would you even ask? And then she actually explained to the ladies that the father of my child's son have been dating for 7 years, I guess. Was it 7 years? So Omwili went ahead to say that her husband is actually a jailbird. I don't know what that is. But she said her husband is a jailbird, and she was actually trying to wonder what the question or what the answer would do. Because if I should answer the question, or if she should answer the question, like what's it going to do to your life, right? So she actually she told the ladies exactly everything, and then Nunu got up, and because Her Majesty was actually telling her to apologize, and she was like, no, she's not going to apologize. Like, if you know you don't have any skeleton in your cupboard, why don't you just say it? Why do you find my question offensive, or why are you offended by my questions, you know? So she stood up, and then she was about to leave, and she insulted Her Majesty. She insulted Omwili. That was actually crazy, because they shut her up. Like, actually, I want to say anything, Omulia said something. She wants to say something. Omulia said something.
Need you to watch anything.
You don't need me to watch. Thank
Do you
God.
even have satellites in Bulawayo?
So they actually, I don't really like what they did, because actually they can't go, but she actually deserved it, because she said she went too far, and Her Majesty was telling her to apologize, and she don't even want to apologize. Like, why would you even want to apologize? You said something wrong. Oh no, I'm sorry, my question offended you. Or there's a way she's supposed to say it, and then she said it in the wrong way, and she don't even want to apologize, even after Her Majesty said she should, you know, say apologize or like take the word back, but she still didn't do it. And then she stood up, and then she left. They sent her out, actually. Like, Omuli was like, get out. No, she didn't say get out, but you know, our words actually say that, like, get out of my event. Anywho, that's the end of episode 6. I hope you guys like it, and if you've not subscribed if you've got to this part and you've not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, and make sure you turn on your post notifications, so you get notified each time I post a video. Okay, thank you guys for watching, and have a great day. Bye guys.